Hello, I'm just doing a quick video. I just want to share an experience I had earlier today. I was at a community gathering that at a park nearby, and I was talking to someone at a table. They had different things like, everything for the community, from health insurance to, just different companies that the community might be interested in. I had a long day today, so I'm very tired. So bear with me. I know I sound exhausted. Anyway, this video kind of inspired from a conversation I had with a young man. I was at a table, and I was talking to someone near my age, older but near my age, about me being part of a program that I was in when I was in high school. And there were some recruitments, and I became part of a program. And then I hear someone to my left saying, "Do you have any children that might be interested in part of the program?" No, I'm so sorry. The gentleman I was speaking with said, "Do you have any children?" And I said, "No." Then at my left, I hear someone say, "Oh, no children?" And I looked to my left. It was a teenager. And I said, no children." He said, "Oh, I'm sorry." "Oh, okay." So the gentleman in front of me started talking, and I told him, "Excuse me one second, I'm sorry." I have to ask this young man what he means by sorry. And I said to him, "What do you mean by sorry?" He said, "I was just wondering if you have children that might be, teenagers that might be interested in the program." I said, "I understand that, but you said, oh, okay, sorry. Sorry, like I'm asking you questions whether or not you have children, or sorry because I do not have children." Which leads me to the subject of how us women who decide not to have children are judged, or how much society expects by a certain age if you do not have children is just odd. Because I know that the young man that was standing on the left side of me was listening to the conversation I was having with the gentleman, and I was telling him that I was part of the program when I was in high school in the early 90s. So I said, so I'm in my 40s, I should be 42 in a few weeks. So I knew the gentleman knew the age that I was. So it was just interesting how he thought, or for some reason, he said sorry. It's part of society. And I remember telling him, there's no need to say sorry. I said, I do not have children because that was by choice for personal reasons. I had not, not because I cannot, or not because I haven't found someone to have children with. I said, it's by choice. I said, when you get older, you would understand that. I said, I'm not going to get into it. I said, we're outside. It's too hot to get into this conversation. And he just smiled, because I'm sure that was, I'm sure a lot of things was running through his head. God knows how many things would run through his head. But there's a lot of women like us that decide not to have children for personal reasons. Not because, there's a percentage of women, unfortunately, that are not able to have children and bear children. That's separate from the women who by choice either wait to have children and they haven't met that person, or the decision I made for personal reasons not to bring children into my chaotic life. I mean, doesn't mean I'm broken. Doesn't mean I'm less than a woman. Doesn't mean that we should be judged. I think it's very brave for women like me who say, you know, I've decided not to bring children into my life, as opposed to just, you know, oops, I'm just popping babies, you know, which it's a wonderful thing if you're a great mother and you're a good mother to your children, but there's a lot of women like us who made that personal choice not to have children for whatever reason, and we should never be judged. We should never hear the words, I'm sorry. There's nothing to be sorry about. There's many personal reasons why there's a lot of us that decide not to have children for personal reasons, and we're not broken. No one needs to feel sorry for us or empathy. It's a personal choice for many personal reasons. Everyone have personal reasons. And I'm not talking about women who do not have children and unfortunately for any medical reasons they're not able to have children. I'm not talking about that group. I'm talking about the group that women who've decided not to have children for whatever personal reasons. I have my own personal reasons. I have girlfriends who decided not to have children, or if it happens in their 40s, it happens in their 40s, they'll welcome it. But they're not stressing over to have children. They're not feeling a void. There's nothing wrong with us. We're not broken. So don't feel sorry for you. Don't feel sorry for us. You know, I didn't get into it to the young man because he was, you know, teenager. I didn't want to, but I do recall telling him to be careful how he expressed himself when having a conversation with people or jumping into a conversation. And his, the older person that was there in charge didn't say nothing because he knew I was right. You can't just say, oh, I'm sorry, and then say, oops, my bad. No, there was a reason why you said, oops, I'm sorry. You know, don't be sorry. Sorry is if I'm just irresponsible and just pop children and get pregnant without no responsibility and not any care in the world of who's the father of my child. That's, I'm sorry that you're irresponsible. But I'm responsible. There's many of us that are responsible that decided not to have children. So for people out there that assume that we're broken, we're not. And I would end this by saying, if you ever bump into women like me who do not have children in their 40s, do not assume they do not have children because they're broken or something's wrong with them. Okay? Because if not, someone like me would tell you in your face to put some respect on my name. Okay? Because I'm reclaiming my time. Shout out to Maxine Waters. She don't play. Peace and blessings. Be good. Bye. Keep it real.